Hi guys! I have a video that's probably going to be after this one. I just have to edit it, so it's going to be all about my hair. But what today's video is about is a tag that's been going around for a while, and I'm finally going to do it. It's called the 50 Facts, or 50 Facts About Me tag. And it's been around for a while. I didn't know that it was around for a while, but anyways, I like this tag. I did end up writing them down because my memory, I ended up writing them down because how can I just think of 50 facts all at once? It's rather difficult. So, number 1, I hate when people burp and don't say excuse me. So, like, I don't mind people burping, of course, it's a natural thing, but if you say excuse me, it just makes everything nice. I don't know. I love learning, and actually there's like so many things that I want to learn that I can't learn them all, and so it kind of distracts me for what I'm supposed to be learning at the moment, because there's so many things that I want to learn that it's hard for me to focus on one thing. I have horrible allergies. A couple months ago I had a sinus infection. Whenever the weather changes, I have sinus problems, and 3 weeks ago I had another sinus problem. Thank God it's going away, but it's still there. Okay, when I was little, my mom is a hairstylist also, so when I was little, I would just sit in the chair and close my eyes, and I would let her do whatever she wanted to, however creative she wanted to be, she could go ahead and do that. And so when I'd open my eyes, I'd have a new haircut, and it was always short. And then whenever it got a little bit longer, she would always perm it, and it was like I never got to have like long hair. So the second I was about 19, my hair was in a bob, and after that I just started growing it. When I was little, I used to always work having really nice handwriting. Having nice handwriting was really important to me. So when I was in 4th grade, if I couldn't get the handwriting down right, at the top of the page I would write, "This is not my best handwriting." On every page that I turned in for school, everything, it said, "This is not my best handwriting." For some reason, I had to let people know that that was not my best handwriting. I used to journal when I was little. I would write journals every so often, and I found my journal actually like the other day, and it was so funny reading about my little brother being born and just reading about what happened this day, and it was really cool. I loved and that's where I remembered actually that I wrote, "This is not my best handwriting," because I wrote it in that journal too, so it was really funny. I want to live at the beach, either in southern Florida or California, because I do not like the cold weather. Right now it's snowing, and there's like this much snow on the ground, and it's still snowing. It's going to snow all day, and I don't know when it's going to stop, but I hate the snow. I hate cold weather. I love hot weather. I can only swim underwater. I cannot swim above water. I can only swim underwater. For some reason, I don't know why. I hate when my house is messy. Like right now, it's really messy, and I've actually gotten better, but I hate when my house is messy. And sometimes you just can't help it. When I was little, I wanted a lot of kids. All my stuffed animals were my kids. And I would have like 3 on this side, 4 on this side, and a little baby in my lap. And we would be at church, and that was really fun. Not real church, but pretend church. So that was one of the things I would play, is that I was a mommy to all these kids. The other thing I would play is teacher, of course, on my blackboard, because that was the funnest. When I was 6, I used to get dressed and think I was so cool and do funny things, try to be crazy. And when people would say, "You're crazy, Sandy," I would be like, "Yes, I'm crazy." I loved it for some reason when people used to call me crazy when I was a young child. Don't ask me why, but now I don't like it, of course, but then I did. Oh yeah, about that same time, I used to pretend I was in, and this is actually number 12. I'm going really slow. About that same time, I also used to pretend that I was in a horror movie. That must have been about 7. How did I know about horror movies, you ask? Because I had older mom. Of course, they were my babysitters. Anyways, I would like jump. I would jump on the for the couch, and I'd be like, and I'd pretend to be running away from the bad guy. The bad guy's coming, and I'd run all over the place. It was really fun. I guess I was crazy when I was little. I like one type of food, and I will eat that type of food for like 3 months. So, I love eating like one thing for like 3 months straight and then change it. So I'll eat pizza from like all different places for like 3 months, and then switch over to spaghetti, and then switch over to hot dogs, and now I'm on a kick of this. Into them, do not buy them, run away, because once you start eating them, you won't stop. I've been eating them for 4 months straight. They made me gain like 10 pounds, and oh my gosh, they're delicious. Okay, number 14. I wish making videos was my job. I wish like being a full-time YouTuber was my job. I love editing and learning and making videos, okay? I wish that was my job, you know? I wish that making hair cutting videos, like maybe go to my hair cutting studio, a good lighting system for my videos, because right now they're like homemade, and I want them to be more professional so that I can do all these different kind of haircuts. And like I already did 15, because number 15 was I love hair and makeup. Yeah, I did 14 and 15 together because it went into making videos and then into hair and makeup. So 14 and 15 are together for some reason. 16, I love trucks, big trucks. I had 2 big trucks in my life. One was a Harley Davidson truck. That thing was so beautiful. And then the other one was a Dodge truck, legit 4-seater bed truck. Love trucks. The bigger the better. 17. I don't eat seafood. I don't like seafood. I've never liked seafood. And in fact, when I see people eat seafood, it looks like they're eating big bugs. I have to have the TV on for some reason. Even if it's just the background noise and I'm doing something else, I have to have the TV on. I know it's like a waste of electricity, and I feel bad for that, but I need the TV. You can need to have the TV on because I don't like the quiet. When it's quiet, I don't like it. I don't like that at all. Number 19, I'm addicted to YouTube. I could actually sit and watch videos for the rest of my life, but I can't. But I wish I could. I love YouTube. Oh, I love coffee with vanilla. I'm addicted to coffee, but this is how I make it. I put milk in, and then I heat the milk up, and then I put some vanilla and sugar, except I try to eat the Splenda sugar and the vanilla and coffee. It's delicious like that. Instant coffee. It's so good. I love vanilla coffee. At Starbucks, though, I get a cappuccino, and then I add cinnamon, and then half and half, and then the Splenda or the actual sugar in the raw. That's really good. Okay, I love clothes. Unfortunately, lately I haven't been able to buy too many clothes because I'm out of a job right now. I'm actually going to school. I went back to school. So, I don't really have enough money. I love clothes. So as I was saying, when I used to work as a hairstylist, you always have to look really nice. So during that time, there was this store called T.H. Vandy, and everything in there was like stylish Forever 21 type clothing, except everything was like $10, $7, $12. So I would go in there every Thursday with $100 and come out with one huge big bag full of clothes. So I had so much clothes that I would only, and that time when I was making money as a hairstylist, I could afford that. It was awesome. I didn't have kids. So I love taking road trips. If someone says, Sandy, let's go on a road trip, I'll say sure. I'm not driving though. I hate driving on long distances because I end up falling asleep. So I'll be the passenger and you do the driving. But I do love road trips. Okay, number 23. I used to smoke. Yes, I did. And I quit, and I'm so glad I did because it smells. 24. I'm shy. When you first meet me, I'm shy. Like, you notice the difference between the videos that I make now and the videos that I made before. Right now, I'm more easygoing, and it's easier for me to talk in front of the camera, and I like to talk to you guys. So before, I was a lot shyer, and it's kind of worse when you meet me in person because I'm really pretty shy in the beginning, especially like if I'm going on a date, which I haven't gone on a date in like a long time. It's been like a long time because I've been with the father of my kids for, I'm gonna sound really old, but 20 years. So now we're not together. We haven't been together in years, but so I haven't even tried to go on a date, but if I did, it would be so weird because I'm so shy. Especially if I like somebody, I'm so shy. They make me nervous. In a good way, of course. Okay, 25. I've always wanted to be a twin. I've always wanted either a sister my age, but even better than that, a twin. I just love twins, and I want her to look exactly like me. Exactly. 26. 26. I had to go to school to learn how to eat when I was about 4, because when I was about 4, I weighed 19 pounds. I don't know how that's possible, but that's what my mom said. So I went to, at Children's Hospital, they had a, eating center, I guess. So I would go there, and the first thing they fed me, which has been my favorite food cereal till now, is Cheerios. I love Cheerios so much. So that was the first thing. I remember they gave me like a tiny little portion of cereal, a tiny little portion of apples. So what they told my mom was that don't put a lot of food at once, just put teeny bits of food, because when I see that big food, I lose my appetite. So teeny little bits of food works out better. 27. I was on a television commercial. I guess I'll explain that. I used to work at the salon, and I worked there for a long time. But anyways, they had put out commercials, like 2 of them, and so I was in both of them. If I remember correctly, there were 2, yeah, and I was in both of them, of course. What was I doing? Well, it was actually just a whole bunch of hair pictures. So like I had like 3 or 4 hair pictures that would come out, and when my kid was little, he would be like, "Mommy, mommy." So when he was little, he would think that all the women on TV was mommy. He would be like, "Mommy." It was pretty cute. Number 28. I love doing artwork. Like, I love working on Photoshop. That's like the funnest thing for me. If that was my job, I would love that job. But again, it all goes to, I want to do something that's interesting to me. Of course, like everybody else, but whatever. Okay, 29. When I was little, my boyfriend was Boy George. And I would carry a wallet, and I would say, "Do you want to see my boyfriend?" And I would take out my wallet, and there would be a picture of Boy George in my wallet. I'd say, "This is my boyfriend." Even till now, I think he's so cute. Him and Robert Smith and Morrissey, they're so cute. Okay, number 30. I have a fear of mice and rats and rodents like that. Oh my gosh, they freak me out. One year, we had rats. I lived in this basement of this house, and every time I would come in the driveway with my son, I think he sensed my fear, because whenever I would come in, there would be like hundreds of rats with the headlights. I could see them just scrambling away to hide. It was so horrible. And I would park the car, and I would make all this noise, get the baby, and then I couldn't just come in normally. No, I'd have to come in and go to the right in this area that was all dark with no lights, and I know there was rats there. I'd be like making all this noise so that they would go away and not come out. And the worst thing was, in the middle of the night, I would hear this. Above me, in a ceiling tile. I would cry so bad. That was like the worst thing ever. I would never sleep there. I would always come to my mom's house and sleep with my baby, who's now 13. Oh my gosh, that was like the worst thing ever. I hate rats. Number 31. I have to write everything down. If I don't want to forget it, I have to write it down, because if I keep it up here, it's going to be gone, because I have so many things going through my brain right now. I just can't concentrate, so I have to write everything down. 32. I hate cooking. I hate cooking so much. It's like the worst thing in the world. I'm sorry. I hate cooking. If I can avoid cooking, I'll avoid it, because I hate it that much. I know I have to cook for the kids, but I feel so bad. I need to cook more for them, but I just wish I enjoyed it. Like my mom, she enjoys cooking. She cooks all the time and she loves it, but I just don't like it. I don't know why. Number 33. I love accents. So sometimes with my kids, I'll just start talking like this because I don't know why I like to imitate people. So I know a girl, I know a woman who talks like this, and I like to imitate her. That's all. Or I'll be like, hello mate, would you like a shrimp on the barbie? That was just really bad. Or like a British accent. That's like my favorite. I'll be like, Cruz, come here. Now, let's see, what will I say? I'll just stop talking like this. Or I'll read a book, and he's like, why are you talking like that, mother? And I'm like, well, I really like talking in different accents. And I'm sorry if you're English and you're watching this, or British and you're watching this, because that really sucked. But when I'm doing it, it's better. Anyways, another accent is like the Southern accent. I love Southern accents. I mean, I know that there's a lot of different types of Southern accents, but like in Georgia, they talk like this. And then in like Texas, it's a different kind of Southern accent. And then here in Maryland, we have an even different Southern accent that kind of sounds like this. And if you're from Baltimore, then you kind of talk like this. It's a little bit different, But, not everyone in Baltimore talks like this, but some of them do. Like my best friend's dad, he actually talked like this, and he was from Baltimore, or Baltimore, however he said it, but this is how he talked. And then sometimes there's people from like Frederick that are like 20 minutes north, and they talk like this. So it's just very different. Wherever you are, it's like really different. So their Southern accents like this, and then when the further down south, you get a larger twang to it. But I'm not that great at it, but I do love hearing it. And if I heard people talking like this for a long time, I would like start talking like that too, because I love it. I never went to prom. I never went to my senior prom. The closest I ever got was when I went to homecoming, and I actually never even went with a date. I went with my two best friends, Paula and Terry, even though I'm mad at her because she stopped talking to me and Paula for a long time, and she talks to Paula now, but she doesn't talk to me, Terry, and I think that's really mean, because I missed her a lot. We were really close. But anyway, I went to homecoming with those two, and I still talk to Paula, and I love her to pieces. Now, she's a true friend. 35. I love bangs. I love bangs. I just love bangs. I wish I could carry bangs because I just love the way they look. I love bangs. Unfortunately, they don't look that great on me. Every time I cut them, I'm like, what did I do? I don't like the way they look on me, and I hate having hair in my face. Like right now, I just want to pull my hair back and have it out of my face. That's what I really want to do, and that's probably what I'm going to do. I hate lying, and I hate when I get lied to. I hate it because when I lie, I have to remember my lie, and I just hate lying so much. I hate it because you have to remember that lie, and then you're afraid they're going to catch you in that lie, and then they're never going to believe you because they're going to think you're nothing but a liar. And that's the worst fear for me, is because I never want people to think that I'm a liar, because to me that's the lowest. Almost the lowest, but pretty low. Lying, is pretty bad. But I will tell you that I do lie, and everyone does. And the reason I'll tell you why I know I lie is because if someone's wearing like certain clothes and they're like, do I look fat? I'll be like, and if they do, I'll say, no, you don't look fat at all. No, that looks fine. But then I'll say, if you want, you can like add this to it. If you feel that way, you can just add this to it, and it'll help you so you won't feel that way. So I will lie to not hurt someone's feelings, because the worst thing for me is to hurt someone's feelings. I hate hurting people's feelings. So I will lie if it's me hurting your feelings or lying, I'll lie. Other than that, I hate lying. Which led me to number 38, which was I hate hurting people's feelings. So I kind of combined 37 and 38. So 39, I love babies. I love babies, especially newborn babies. I love newborn babies. I just want to hold them and smell them. They're just so delicious. I love newborn babies and babies. That all they do is sleep, and you hold them. They just feel so yummy. I love hearing paranormal things, and I'm addicted to watching paranormal things, even though it scares the bejesus. And I didn't say Jesus, I said scares the crap out of me. It scares the crapola out of me. But I find it fascinating, and I cannot stop. Especially when someone is telling me a story of happening that happened to them. I'm like, I can't stop hearing it. I love hearing things like that. But if I ever saw a ghost, I would cry, and I would probably die. Okay. Number 41. I love Bob Marley. I've loved Bob Marley since I was about 16 years old, when I first heard, I think it was the Legend album, and then I just couldn't stop listening to him. I downloaded all the songs he had. I got CDs. Actually, I didn't. At the time, we knew this guy, and he had all the Bob Marley songs, and so he would put them on CDs or whatever, CDs I think. And then when there was LimeWire, I would download all Bob Marley songs, but before that, I had all his songs from this guy, and I just got into him, and that's all I would listen to for 5 years straight was Bob Marley, because he has so many songs. But I love his teachings. I love the way he was. I just love how he was all about peace, and I love Bob Marley. Which leads me to number 42. I love singing. I wish I could sing, because I love singing. I love singing. I really wish that was a talent of mine, but it's not. Which leads me to, I wish I could play an instrument. Preferably guitar. I would love to play guitar. I think that's so sexy. And I love drums. I wish I could play the drums. Or
piano. Piano's another beautiful instrument. I wish I could play that, but I can't. And I started to, but I never got past the dee doo dee doo dee dee doo dee, you know, easy stuff. 44. I used to be afraid of dying, but now I'm actually not, because now I know there's an afterlife and I know more, so I'm not that afraid of it anymore. I have 2 of the cutest dogs in the world. Number 46. If I could have a superhuman power, or I guess it would be a superpower, it would be to fly. Oh my gosh, I would be like, go to the highest mountaintop and just, fly. That would be freaking awesome. I wish I could fly. Where am I? 47. I'm scared of getting married. By now I should be married, but I'm so scared of getting married because a lot of the marriages that I've seen, they're not married anymore. And I know it's such a beautiful thing. And one day I would love to get married to my soulmate, but I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. But I'm scared of getting married anyway. Enough about that. Number 48. I hate rude people. I hate rude people. It's like, if you're rude, I'm going to tell you you're rude. If you're talking to me rudely, you're going to get talked to back in a rude way. Because I'm really polite, and I think everybody should be nice to each other. So if you're not nice, I'm not going to be nice to you. But it's up to you, not me. I won't actually be rude unless you're rude to me first. I can spend an hour and doing my hair, you know, straightening it out and doing whatever, but I really like it most when it's air dried and natural. I don't know why, but I feel like, I feel like there's more height, there's more texture. Like right now I just feel kind of, I like it. I like my hair, I love my hair, but for some reason I just like it better, a little bit texture and crazier. Anyways, oh, the other thing is when it's straight, it gets kind of flat. And I really hate teasing my hair because that really messes up your hair. If you do it once in a while and you do it gently, it's okay. But if you like sit there and tease it like every time you style it, that's not good. And number 50, my last one, is I used to live in Italy. When I was 12, we moved to Italy exactly on my birthday, August 29th. And oh my gosh, I was like, this is Italy. We lived there for 3 years. We lived 5 minutes away from the beach. I went to an American school, so I didn't get to speak Italian, but we did live off base. So I got to live in a villa and live with Italians, and they are so awesome. They're so sweet. The food's delicious. My sister's actually stationed there, and I want to go visit her so bad because I want to go back to Italy. I had the best memories there, the best 3 years ever. I love Italy. And that concludes my 50 facts about me. And if you stay to watch till the very end, thank you so much. Please subscribe. It would make my day. And thank you so much for being so awesome. You guys are the best. And what else? Subscribe. Thumbs up, like, whatever it's called now. Thank you. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.